Morning, it's Patsy. Today I'm come on to do something. I've seen a lot coming up in my newsfeed lately. My top five oracles and my top five tarot decks so far of 2019. I don't think mine have really changed since the last time I've done them. So I'm going to put a bit of a spin on this one. I'm going to do my top five hug decks in an oracle. So these are like five decks that I reach for often, especially if I'm feeling a bit down or I just need a bit of an upliftment, or I just want something I know is going to, give me that hug that I need, sort of thing, and not anything that I don't particularly want to hear, sort of thing. So these are my top five. I've got loads of oracle decks and I use quite a lot of them, but these are the five that I tend to go back to now every week at least. Do you know what I mean? They're the ones that I'll just keep going back to. So the first ones is the Blessed Be Oracle by Lucy Cavendish. Now the way I use these is sometimes you get a good book with these. I love the images of these. I mean, you do get some different things in there. You know, the book is quite good with that. The way I use them is two ways. That's the back. I either shuffle and deal myself a card in the normal way and see what blessings that they want to give me, or if I'm looking for a certain blessing, then I will search for it in there to put it out to give me the energy. You get 46 cards and it's a blue angel, good sturdy box, and it's blue angel, so they are a little bit glossy, but the images are beautiful. I love these images. And blessing on your health, that's the top one because I very often pull that one. A blessing on, what's that one? On a journey. So there's blessings for all different kinds of things in this deck, and like I say, sometimes I'll just shuffle it and see what blessing of the day comes up for me and work with that blessing. But other days I will just pull the blessing that I need, what sort of sends up that message to the universe of what it is I need in my life at that point in my time. So this is one that I'll regularly pull on a daily basis. I'll very often have this on a daily basis because I just love it, and I love the idea of getting those blessings. And in the book you do get a blessing that you can say out loud, or like an affirmation or whatever. But yeah, I mean, this is just one of my go-to decks most days. I just love the images, love the idea of a blessing. And yeah, so if you haven't got this and you quite like the idea of this, then I would say, it's one I wasn't sure about when I first got it. I just got it because I thought, oh, it's a nice, I like the images, but I fell in love with it as soon as I got it. And like I said, it's just one that I've used constantly since. So that would be my first one, my first hug deck. It's the Blessed Be, and by Lucy Cavendish, and the artwork is by Jane Star Wales, not quite sure how you pronounce that, but yeah. So that one is my first hug deck. Love that. My second go-to hug deck is the Messenger Oracle. This is another one I've had for a good while, Raven Phelan. Again, this is a blue angel, so it is a bit glossy, and it's 50 cards and the guidebook. The guidebook doesn't really give you an awful lot. There is what am I looking for? There are things. Well, I can't think of the word. Maybe ain't working this morning. Spreads. That's what I was thinking of, spreads. But you only get a little bit on each card, but that's perfectly enough. I don't even use that. But that's the backings. I don't know if you can see that. Again, they are glossy. Again, I love the images. I love the short message you get on the bottom, and that's all I ever need to work with, is that one message at the bottom. I regularly pull this deck. Because I do love it. Right. Why is it itching? But like, show that you care is on that one. This one is surrender to the flow. I have done some spreads with this deck and they have been pretty accurate. from what I remember. I haven't done one for a while. I normally just pull these as a card a day, or 2 or 3 cards, or whatever it is that I'm particularly looking for that day. Sometimes it's 1, sometimes 3. But I have done some spreads, and what I remember they were like, wow, yeah, that's accurate. But observe in silence, the fox. Protect the wild and green. Seek the lesson. Gorgeous image of a wolf there. I just love wolves. That's my love of natives for you. Let go of the old. Hear the ancient ones. So yeah, like I said, this is another one that I just love to pull. I love the artwork, and I just love the messages that it gives and what I can get from the images and everything. Do you know what I mean? It's just a wonderful, wonderful deck that I love to pull. So, oh, look at that eagle, gorgeous. And that is Embrace Spirit. So yeah, so that's my second hooked deck that I'm going to show you. That's one that I go to often. They tend to stay out because, like I said, I like the ones that I use a lot to be out on my altar in the shelves below, so I can just grab them and not have to look for them. The next one I'm going to show you is The Angels, Gods and Goddesses by Toni Carmine Salerno. Again, you do get some spreads, and you get, but I don't usually use that. I can normally just go from the bit at the bottom. So that's the backs. Again, they're quite shiny. Again, they are a blue angel, so but yeah, I'll just go by the message at the bottom. A steady flow of abundance is about to manifest. Is that one? This is a time of positive transformation and healing. Comes with that one. The angels surround both you and your family at this moment. So this is, it's a really, really an aspect of you or a situation in your life is in need of healing. So again, like I said, this is such a gorgeous deck to look at, but you get so much from that caption at the bottom and from the images that it's just one of those gorgeous decks that I do love to pull. And every day, if I feel like it, I'll pull one from here, and if not, at least a couple of times a week, because it's just one of those decks that I just love to go to. I love to read with these for other people, even if it's only 2 or 3 cards, or 1 card rather, 1 or 3 card. But I do love to pull these for other people, and yeah. So this is another one of my decks, go-to hug decks. I absolutely adore this deck, and I've used this constantly since I bought this about 18 months, 2 years ago. It's just one that I love, love, love. So yeah, so that is The Angels, Gods and Goddesses by Toni Carmine Salerno, and that is another one of my hug decks. Oh, he wants to go back in there. Oh, doesn't want to go in there, but I like to put them back in because I don't like to have cards hanging around too much. So there we go, so that stays on my altar too. The next one is another Toni Carmine Salerno. I've got a couple more of his actually, but this is another one that I love. Again, it's the Blue Angel, and it's the Gaia Oracle. There we go, that's the backs. And again, it's the images and the little messages at the bottom. Silent Whispers of the Heart for that one. Ocean of Eternal Love, Healing, Creativity and Fertility comes with that one. Thinking of You, A Loving Thought, Serendipity comes with these ones. Perception, Beyond the Veil of Illusion, that one. A Hidden Gift comes with this one. And Harmony, Power, Self-Confidence, and it's this one. So again, like I said, you get enough from that little, little comment at the bottom and the images, and it's just one of those gorgeous images. The deck has got such gorgeous images, and I love the messages on them. I love the images. Again, sorry about the nudity if you don't like nudity, but there's quite a bit in his Toni Salerno decks. The message, positive news, positive outcome is that card. The Temptress, Seduction, Deceit and a Broken Promise. So yeah, so like I said, I love his work, I love this work, I love this deck, and can't really see that one. There we go, it's a bit dark, that one. Ganesha, So yeah, so this is another one of my go-to hug decks that I love to pull out when and use that quite often. I probably don't use that one as often as I use the Angel Gods and Goddesses, but I use it quite a lot as well. I do use it a lot, it's just that I probably use the other one a bit more. Now I've got that upside down, and I don't like to have it upside down because when you go to get it out again, it's all upside down. So that's it, that's back to normal. So my last hug deck that I want to go to is one that I absolutely love. It has to be my number one oracle, I should say. I love to use it, and I'll pull it out a lot. I'll pull it out for read other people. I'll read for myself with it one card. Actually, I used this one today to draw me one card. And it's the Carl Gray Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. Artwork by Lily Moses, 55 cards. Hay House. Most of you would have seen this because I know it is a popular oracle. I actually liked Carl Gray before, and I did have his other decks. I think I've still got them actually, or I could have gave them away. No, I think I kept Carl Gray's because I did like, I particularly, people who come for me for angel card readings, I particularly liked his angel decks. So I think I still have those. But I love this one. You've all seen the little book that you get with it. But this, and I love the message on the box. I absolutely love the messages on the inside of these box. I set the intention that whatever is gained from the lessons learned from this tool will be dedicated to the growth of all beings in all places. I love that. Guardians of the four corners, mother in the air, father in the sky, angels, ancestors, sacred ones, I call on you and welcome you here now. I love that too. The actual cardstock, the matte finish, the no borders, the back, I just love everything about this. And the messages you get are spot on. I've never had a message from this deck that I didn't understand. Never. I've never ever, for myself or for reading for other people, that come up that didn't make sense, because every time it makes sense, every time it's so clear, so accurate, so precise. But then his angel decks are like that as well. I know a lot of people don't do angels. I do, as I've said before, and his angel decks come undone. His angel decks are very spot on too, and lovely to work with. So it didn't surprise me that that it is a nice deck to work with. But the artwork on this deck is gorgeous. The artwork you can just get into, you know, you can just, it's like, you know, you can walk into the image, can't you, and you can take so much from it with the little keyword and the little message at the bottom. And I love how it crosses over between not just the angels, but all the, you know, the gods, the ancestors, and, you know, the gods, goddesses, and all the rest of it. The Lord, like this one, take charge with authority and all that sort of stuff. I just love how it's all been combined into this deck, and it's probably for that reason that I love it so much, because it does combine all the things that I love into one deck. So there we go. So that's my hug decks, and there's my phone. So I'm going to cut it short and go and answer it. So thank you for watching, and I'll be interested to see if anybody else puts their hug decks up. Thanks for watching. Bye.